Dylan is actually working right now.
Okay, we'll call tonight's meeting to order. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Prayer for those who wish to participate. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Your Heavenly Father, help to guide us in a way that is pleasing to Thee. Help us to watch over the safety and well-being of the townspeople and our employees. And do things in Your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Do we have any additions or corrections to the memorandums of the previous meetings?
I make a motion we accept the memorandums from the previous meeting.
I'll second.
And a motion made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Our attorney won't be here tonight, so we'll skip over that. And the two items of public input are not Scott. Scott Ginrich. Okay. Ryan.
Just one item for you guys tonight. This is pay application number 11 for Division A, the water treatment plant project. On this pay application is a lot of the internal stuff that's been going in, a lot of the process piping, valving, and then a lot of the electrical conduits. Starting to get more and more into the electrical and controls items. So that's everything on this pay application. It's in the amount of $576,236.85, and would recommend approval.
We have a motion.
I just have one thing, Ryan, and I called Mr. Ford, left a message. I'm going by there far too often in the evening, and the gates aren't locked. We paid for that fence.
Yeah.
We paid for all that. I'd kind of like to make sure it continues to get locked up.
I can definitely make that a
Talk to your people, because you've got a person on site as well.
Yep.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
I make a motion we pay the bill.
I'll second it.
Being a motion made and seconded, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Scotty, you missed your point and turn, so you're up.
Oh, I'm up? Okay.
Any questions for Ryan? Anything else? Keep up the good work, Ryan.
Been looking good in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you already aware of what I'm asking?
Yeah.
So we want to have an event for our office. We rented out the community building, but we'd like to use the parking lot, be able to reserve that space, block it off from traffic going through the parking lot over here, so we can set up some booths out there, some like yard games. So wasn't sure if we could get approval to block that. August 22nd from 4 to 6 would be the time frame.
Be August 22nd.
August 22nd. Yep.
That's a Saturday, correct?
Correct. Yep.
How hard would it be to bring some barricades up and block it off?
He can just get with me and just tell me where he wants them. And you guys need any trash cans too? Maybe.
You want to provide trash cans? Sure thing.
Well, it's better than that than throwing it on the ground.
Well, if we provide trash cans, you take the bags and put them in the dumpster.
That works.
That keeps the parking lot clean. How's that?
Yeah.
Because that's what you got to do in here.
Yeah, that would work. So.
We can get together.
Okay.
I make a motion we allow him to do that.
I'll second it.
Being a motion made and seconded, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side. Motion carries. Yay. Departmental reports. Fire department.
There's a lot of people here. I don't have anything other than this Thursday they're doing our pump test on our trucks, and that'll be done there at the station. So I think they're starting at 8 o'clock in the Tricia, I was just gonna ask, budget, when's that process gonna be starting? I'm assuming soon?
Yeah, so it starts as soon as we close June, so really soon.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll get with you about it.
that's fine. I just wanted to get mine done, finished up.
Sure, yeah.
It'll be easy.
Hopefully.
Anything else for the fire department?
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
But we should have June closed on Friday. This coming Friday.
Police department.
I just have one item, and that is a request to pursue a technology and equipment grant. And it will be to put in-car cameras in our cars, which we currently don't have, and replace the body cameras and the laptops that we have.
What will that do to your storage system? Will we have to have new storage
It's all included
in the quote that
Yep.
you're gonna get?
Yep.
Same equipment or a different company?
It's going to be Axon. So we're going to move away from our current T-Tech body cameras and go to Axon. And the advantage to that is that the body cameras will be synced with the in-car cameras. So when one's activated, the other one will also activate.
Okay.
Will that interact with the Verizon app we have too? Will that all interact?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I thought. It'd be nice to have it all interact.
Yeah. And then the laptops that we're going to replace in the squad cars, most of them are 5 or more years older, and we're starting to have issues with them, so that will also be included in the grant. And the grant is 100%. The town does not have to put up anything.
Put a motion on the table, let them pursue it. It's 100% grant.
I second.
Get a motion made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries.
Then I just have to take it for you to sign, both of us.
That explains everything on there too, if you want to read it.
Can you tell me how much the total is for that?
It's gonna be,
Do you have it on that paper?
I do. It's $147,775, I think. $144,730. Which is why we're going for the grant, because of the amount.
Anything else for the police department?
Nothing else?
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Wastewater.
Okay. On July 27th, we'll be starting a rehab on our main lift station structure. So that's when they'll be down there. Selves will be there first. They would install the new valves and the piping, and at the same time they'll be doing the bypass. Just to let you know about that. Now underneath storm sewer, I don't really have anything to report. Street department, I'm asking permission for our fall cleanup, September 24th through the 26th.
Do we have any discussion or a motion to allow the fall cleanup?
I make a motion, we allow the fall cleanup
I'll
as
second.
normal.
Being a motion made and seconded, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries.
Are you gonna get with Casey Recycling again?
Yes. Yep. Underneath the water department, the cleaning and inspection of the interior of the water tower begins the week of the 27th also. So what we'll do is we'll just slowly drain the water tower down, and once it gets to a certain level, I'll shut it off and we'll be running off of VFD. We'll probably put out some notices on that too, kind of refrain from running a bunch of sprinklers and stuff like that, watering your lawns and so forth until we get this done. We should be back in operation the following week. We have completed our July flushing of hydrants. Our next hydrant flushing is scheduled for October 7th and 8th. And underneath the Parks Department, remember, please follow the park rules to keep the park a safe and enjoyable place for people and their families to enjoy. We have a lot of problems with people just kind of wandering off and parking in the boat ramp areas, or not boat ramp areas, but in the beach area with their boats, and they want to argue about it. Well, those buoys are there for a reason. It's for the people's safety. You don't want no motor starting up and some little kid be behind that boat, So please follow the rules.
Lifeguards on duty?
Yes.
When that's happening, are they calling
Yes.
the police department?
We have a kind of a little bit of a plan that we're working on here.
Good.
Let's make it a little faster.
On the flushing of the hydrants, Stephen, I get a lot of phone calls and a few videos of how orange the water is after we flush them, which we all know it's going to be. Once we get the filtration plant up and everything in October, that should make it a lot better, correct?
Yes.
I mean, that's what I keep telling everybody, just be patient. We all see it, I get it, you get it, everybody gets it.
It's going to take a little bit of time, but it will get better.
And we won't have to flush as much either.
Yes, over time we might only have to flush. We'll just go back to two times a year.
Right. I just wanted to clarify I wasn't telling people wrong. I knew I was right, but I get a video every time you flush from a particular resident.
I had the same thing in my house.
Hot water heaters.
Live on the end of a line.
Yeah.
Like I do. Flushing doesn't do it.
That's all I have to report.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else for wastewater, stormwater, street water, and park?
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Moving on to clerk, bank reconciliation statement.
All right, so we have the May bank rec.
Moving on to the Commonwealth.
Do you want to approve it so you can sign it?
I was going to say, I make a motion to approve the bank reconciliation.
I'm sorry, I thought you said you didn't have a
Nope.
clerk.
Nope, got it.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Being a motion made and second to allow us to sign the bank reconciliation statement. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries.
Thank you.
Commonwealth invoice.
All right, so Commonwealth invoice for this prior month was $39,716.67. All of them were within our original agreement amount.
Do we have any discussion on the Commonwealth invoice?
I make a motion, we pay the bill.
I'll second.
Being a motion made and second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries. Carpet installation correction.
So there was a small glitch in our flooring restoration project in the town hall, a replacement project, and some incorrect carpet was ordered. And so in order to fix that, we weren't able to return the incorrect carpet, but needed to put the correct carpet in because it was not really gonna work. So that cost is $3,993.41 to Brower's Furniture.
Any discussion on the carpet installation correction? If not, do we have a motion?
Well, should we pay the bills? I mean, we have to.
It was, we made the mistakes. I mean, it wasn't Brower's mistake.
Right.
So I'll make a motion, we pay the bill.
Already made the
Oh, I'm
motion.
sorry, I'll second it.
In a motion seconded, all those in
Yeah,
favor?
you're asking the question.
Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries.
And then I'd like to have permission to donate the carpet, preferably to a nonprofit or governmental type entity. And I have a list of them that I'm going to check with. If you guys are okay with that, I just need your approval. No other department here can use it, so.
And the list is here in Milford to start with, and then you send on down, or nobody in Milford wants it, correct?
Yeah, so like the idea would be like to check with the library, to check with Light, because they're a nonprofit, and then possibly to check with the daycare, since we own that building, to see if they need any carpet, and then, you know, keep finding nonprofits to ask if they can use it to preferably stay out of the for-profit world. The daycare is kind of an exception, but we do own that building, so
Yeah, we have to replace it eventually.
it just kind of makes sense.
I'll put a motion, we go forward with letting you find somebody to give it to.
I'll second.
Need a motion made and seconded to allow a non-for-profit to accept our carpet corrections. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries. Selection Committee for Trail Construction Inspection.
So we have out for bid right now an RFP, I think they got this called, for construction inspection for the trail. So those are due on July 17th at noon. And so once those are all returned in, we have to select the person, and there's like a selection form you have to fill out. You have to review the stuff that's turned in by whoever bids on it. So I need someone from the council to be on that committee with myself and Steven. Heads up, Steven. So you go through and you rate these different categories based on the information they send in. So we have one already, and then another one I've been told should be coming. So we should hopefully have at least two, maybe more, to look through. So
I'll serve on that committee. Do we have a motion to allow me to serve on the Trail Construction Inspection Committee?
I will make said motion.
I'll second.
Been a motion made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries.
okay.
Fire Department Insurance.
All right, so I just need a motion to pay the fire department insurance. It is
$10,239.
Yep, $10,239.
I'll make that motion.
How much of an increase was that from last year?
So it's technically a decrease, but we have two less vehicles that we are insuring because we sold them. We sold the pumper and we sold the other.
The old grass truck, or was that?
Yeah, so
Grass truck.
last year it was $10,789.
Well, that's awesome, we went down.
But I mean, the insurance kind of went up. We just.
Well, we got a new truck too, I mean, that's gonna be more expensive.
Yeah.
You know.
So I don't have the exact how much it went up versus down, but it leveled out to a decrease essentially.
I'll put a motion, we pay it.
I'll second.
Being a motion made and seconded to allow us to pay the fire department insurance. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Abstain, motion carries. Utility adjustments.
So, the amount of the adjustments for this past month is $16,672.40. And the majority of the adjustments are for sewer liens that were placed on some properties. I think there were 5 specifically.
Do we have any questions on the utility adjustments?
So the sewer liens were taken care of? Okay. I make a motion we allow the utility adjustments.
Well, second.
There's been a motion made and second to allow the utility adjustments. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries. Accounts payable voucher. Do you have any additions or corrections?
I make a motion we accept the accounts payable voucher.
I'll second it.
And a motion made and second to allow the accounts payable vouchers to be paid. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carries. Do we have anything else for the good of the order?
Yeah.
I got something. I actually want to speak on behalf of a couple down the road. So a couple of years ago, we were allowed to have chickens in town. This is something they brought up to me, so I figured I'd come in and say it. We were able to have chickens in town a couple years ago, and I was kind of wondering, like, I looked it up. It says there was a law a couple years ago. Like,
We've never been allowed to have chickens in town.
Well, a buddy of mine had some down there. Isn't our God-given right to be living off the land that's around us?
No.
No,
You
it's
choose
not.
to live, okay.
I'm just.
You choose to live within an incorporated community.
Right.
The incorporated community has to enact ordinances for the protection of everyone within the community.
Right.
Our town has those. We have always had those.
No, I get that. I'm just curious. 'cause it's kind
So
of
if your buddy was keeping chickens, he was doing it illegally.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Doug, you do this better than me.
I mean, I'm just curious. Because I mean, it's kind of more expensive to go out in the country and live. I mean, when
I would love to keep, I'm on the board. I would keep chickens if I could. I keep rabbits for me.
Right. No. 100%.
Right? But we have ordinances in town that don't allow it.
Cool. But I was just curious about that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying? And
I understand.
Yeah, and another thing. So I know a lot of people are probably concerned about data centers and like these solar farms popping up and everything. I feel like it's a concern, and I see it, and I am actively trying to do something. I just want to just throw that out there, just because.
We discussed that at the last meeting.
Yes, we did.
I gave my personal standpoint on it.
Yeah, and it turned out like.
But we, the three of us, are limited in what we can do. It's the people
I know.
in the community.
I'm literally just speaking to the public.
No, I
I'm looking at you,
understand, I appreciate it.
Just the guy to talk to.
It's the people in the community that need to.
No, yeah, I'm
Let it be
saying. So
done.
I guess I'm talking to the people. I'm working on it, and I hopefully, we're gonna get things in order, and I'm gonna start doing something. So.
Oh, cool.
Just I feel like, it should be something we'd wear because our agricultural land is very important. If they come in and take our agricultural land, we're kind of screwed. Food's everything.
There's a lot of things people.
There is a lot of things. There's a lot that I don't agree with. Like I don't know why we haven't tried to become self-sufficient and say screw the government. You know what I'm saying? Like why we're not working
I
for
mean, we
each
are
other.
the government, so thanks.
Respectfully, you know what I mean.
No,
This goes
you're
through my
fine.
head 24/7. Like, why are we not doing better for ourselves when we know we could be? Like, you guys sit here and stress about the money that we get from Kosciuszko and everything. Why are we not trying to work for each other and make our own money, back it by gold or silver? You know what I'm saying? And just, I'm so happy to say this, but yeah, this is just how I feel. Like, I don't want to go to my 9 to 5 every day. I'd rather work with chickens and cows and live in my community and work for one another. We could literally be stronger that way. But yet we worry about how much money we're getting in and granted in, which it's not about the money. We're all in this together just to live. You know, respectfully, fuck the money, right? We're all here for each other. Sorry.
It's okay.
No big, everybody's heard that word.
Yeah, that's just how I feel, and I come to these things because that's what I want to push for the public, is to stop relying on a higher power that doesn't care about us. It's just what I believe, and I just have to say it.
We'd rather you show up and speak than not to show up and not speak.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We want people to speak.
Yeah, that's literally it's in my mind 24/7, and that's just, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's just an idea. Maybe we could all come together one day and start working on ideas like that. I don't know.
There's a lot of people here tonight, I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they want
Why?
change. Maybe they want something different too.
And that's great.
And that's why we come. That's
I
why
mean,
we come.
I hope everybody understands when we have public input, that's your time to say, hey, I want to say something. Please do.
Yeah. It's just,
And obviously, we urge all that public input to be put on the agenda.
Right. It'd be
Prior
nice
to
to
the
be-
meeting
right.
itself. Yeah.
right. I mean, yeah. We all work together. You know, get local farmers to start corporations. My thing is, corporations is what takes our money, right? We get our money from the feds. The feds go to the government, and the government has to loan that back. Then they come to us, but then we give it back to the corporations. We give it back to the shareholders. Why are we not taking the corporations out and giving it back to the public name? We could put that money back into the public. We take out the middleman. The middleman, the corporations, is what's screwing us. I shouldn't have to be stressed about money. I shouldn't have to be worried about it. I would rather go out and hang out and, you know, do me. But yet, I can't do that, so I feel obligated to come here to say that. Screw the corporations. Let's stop giving them money. Let's put the money back in our pocket. That's just how I feel, and like this is what I think. It's just I've studied the system since I was like 14, and that's just when I say it, people look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm not, because I know it's the right thing to do.
There's nothing else. We'll move for adjournment.
Doug, sorry. I'm just curious, I know there's a lot of people wondering, and I'm one of them. Have there been anything, any changes, any announcements, anything on a data center?
Nothing official.
You guys haven't been approached in any way?
Nothing official has came.
James, did you say that you've seen paperwork?
Yeah, I've seen paperwork on a property that was butted to that 100 and whatever acres, 112, 113, where it was a signed contract. But all that was is, if it all goes through, they put down earnest money. The person don't want it known who they are.
Right.
I have talked to the realtor involved. I did call them out myself personally. A lot of people are denying, but my understanding is everybody's been approached, all the houses that are on that attached property, which some say 5, some say 6. I mean, one of them's actually owned by the property owner that owns 100 and some acres, but the others are all separate parcels.
But isn't that zoned in, isn't that, into the town? Annexed into the town, that property?
Last month, I asked our attorney to see if we can write a resolution banning data centers within town limits.
Okay,
I was hoping he would have been here this evening for that purpose.
That property is annexed now, correct?
Oh, yeah, that property is within town limits, that's why I
Number of
say
years.
we're in our power, because even though it's zoned industrial, data centers bring their own issue with them. Just because it's zoned industrial doesn't guarantee it's going to be allowed there, my understanding.
well, and they still have to do,
And
they still have to go to the area plan.
Yeah.
They still have to go to the area
right.
plan.
And as I said in last month's meeting, I think the county needs to be proactive like Marshall County was, because I think there's more to it than just losing farm ground. There's water, there's the electricity involved. It's been proven that people's rates go up when these places go in. The electrical company isn't gonna charge the data center to put the infrastructure in, they're gonna put it on everybody else's bill.
And the noise, because they've already got a case in the Wajak where they've got the noise at one.
Right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So
And
no
so-
reason everything is bad and everything.
Well, I feel badly for anybody that lives on the east side of town, because the low frequency noise that they emit, it's a low humming noise that it's almost unrecognizable until you're subjected to it constantly.
But they say comparable to a vacuum cleaner running all the time.
Right.
And so, like, I said last meeting, is the way the process would work is it is zoned I3, but the county requires a special exception. So if they wanted to do anything like that, they would have to do a petition with the county, which is Board of Zoning or AP, which runs through APC or AP area plan.
Area plan.
But I think it's the zoning board that has to approve the special exception, right, Doug?
Yeah.
So
Board of
then
Zoning
they
Appeals.
usually notify us whenever something like that happens within town limits. So at the last meeting, I had called APC and they hadn't received anything yet because we hadn't heard anything yet.
It's a 12-month contract.
But we haven't seen anything from them yet either.
Okay. Just one more question. If it does go farther, is that something that you three are against?
I already came out in the last meeting saying
I'm
I'm
sorry,
personally
I
against. No, you weren't. No. I personally am against it.
I don't have enough data to say whether I'm for it or against it, because I spent 10 hours when I saw that contract that weekend researching, like the electricity pole. I could tell you Amazon and Microsoft has built their own 2 generators in Indiana through NIPSCO, paid for it up front, and both of them generators are bigger than the generator used to power all of Indiana. So it wouldn't be pulling our power. I know this for a fact. I know somebody working for NIPSCO. You know, there's a lot of old data, and then there's new data. There's things that we all have to look at to decide. That's just my opinion. I can't say I'm for or against it because we don't have enough data to know. I mean,
Do the people that live around there matter as much as where they get their electric to you?
the people that
Like
live around.
we live directly across the street. Nobody will be buying our property. The people that live around there and will be subjected to the noise, does their lifestyle and livelihood matter as much to you as where they get their electric?
Everybody's lifestyle matters to me. I'm a human being.
Okay.
Point.
I'm just asking.
My kids both live in Eastville, and I live in North Park, so I'm not that far from you.
Okay.
I'm just saying, to make a decision right now when there's nothing even in front of us is crazy. You know, we have nothing in front of us right now.
Okay,
The
that's my
contract-
question.
The contract stated 12 months, or the person gets to keep the earnest money. That's what I can tell you. I was asked at the last meeting. I don't hide things. I don't lie about things. I just told what I've seen. I didn't want to bring it up because I knew it's going to be a crapshoot, you know, bad. I've had a lot of phone calls, and I'm not saying I'm for it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I don't have enough data yet, you know.
Since that is in city limits, do they have to approach you guys before doing anything else?
They'll go to the redevelopment commission first, probably.
Okay.
This is much like what we dealt with 20 years ago when they wanted to put an ethanol refinery in. And there's people in this room right now that were a part of opposing that because they live real close. And that, just like the situation in Leesburg last year with that data center, this has to be driven by the people in the community. We don't really, other than, like I said, I voiced my opinion on it, but we're limited as a board in what we can do.
But to be aware, like I was talking about the HC zoning process, like that's how it happens, right? It's gonna go through area plan, Board of Zoning will meet, they'll contact us and ask us our opinion. But they will make the decision whether or not they grant.
All they do
Those
is
are
ask our
the people.
opinion.
Those are the people that you need to lean on if that's where you're.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out is
Right.
what can be done if it does progress, who are the right people to talk
Yeah.
to?
And that's
But,
exactly
so my
it.
understanding is if the zoning board would agree to it, that you guys can't stop something that's
We
going
can't
in
stop
city
it.
limits?
Right.
Well, that's why I want our lawyer I really wish you would have been here this evening, because at the very least, we can put a moratorium on it as a town board, if we choose to. We can have him write it. I've asked him to see if we can ban it outright, which would be my preference. But at the very least, we could place a moratorium on it. And in Indiana, I don't know if it's 18 months. I don't know if 18 months is the limit on moratorium or if it's longer. I don't think there's enough answers to every question that people have for this to just happen.
Are you Todd and Nancy, is that, am I correct? My son used to work for Kyle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if the rumor's right, what I was told from people involved, your land's gonna be offered eventually too. They're wanting to go down to the bridge all the way down there. They're wanting, and that's gonna affect me more too, because they're wanting to come over to the hog farm. So, yeah.
But definitely if you have feelings about it, I think you should start talking to the Board of Zoning people about it.
Well, I'll mention I called the Board of Zoning, and they have got nothing across their desk either.
So, I mean,
all we can do is continually call the Board of Zoning every week and say, is there anything coming on your desk? And I do think that we have a voice. I really feel our town has a voice. And if you hear your town say, we don't want this in our town, that you would support the wishes of your family.
the way I would think that it should happen, but I don't have a say, other than an opinion just like you. But if the council were going to have to make a decision on that, I would imagine they would hold a special meeting to talk specifically just about that, because it is a big topic, and they do want to hear from people. That would be my opinion, but I mean, they can do whatever they want. They have to call it.
There were several of those.
I think that if we were approached with having to make that decision, we would probably hold a special meeting just to talk about that.
I can tell you what I told my friends.
So we can notify people and be like, hey.
We had several of those with the ethanol.
I have people that I represent the town of Milford. If 51% of the people in Milford tell me they don't want it, I'm going to do what the town of Milford wants. That's where I stand. I can tell you that much. As if I'm for it or not, or against it, I can't tell you that. But if the people tell me, you know, we got a population of a little over 1,600, and I think 75 voted at the last election. I mean, come on. Well, it's important. Everybody wants to be involved, but I think it was like 72 or 75 people voted, and I guarantee you every one of us voted. So that's where I stand for you now.
If I can add a comment here for a moment. There's been nothing official that has came to the council or redevelopment commission here in Milford.
Has there been anything unofficial?
There's not been anything unofficial.
Has anybody with the redevelopment commission signed an NDA?
Not either one of us.
Okay. I'm just asking questions that would be prudent to ask. Those are the questions you ask to find things out.
The other thing to keep an eye on and monitor is Kosciuszko County Board of Zoning Appeals has to advertise their meetings. What's on the agenda is advertised, so that's a way of safeguarding to watch that.
And your county commissioners.
The other thing to remember is, yes, the generalized area is annexed in the town of Milford. It has been for a number of years. Don't hold me to dates, but almost as long as it's been zoned I-3. The other thing to remember out there is all of those residents that are in that parcel are not in the town of Milford. They are in the county. And the reason that is because when the town of Milford annexed that, they didn't want the burden of applying sewer to those residents.
So just the I-3 area is annexed?
Correct.
And not the rest?
Just
Correct.
the I-3. So if you look at it on a map, the various home properties are still in the county.
Have you asked your neighbors across the street from you?
Yeah.
Have they all told you anything?
Just the ones directly across the street have not been approached or anything.
I like what the paper's doing. Just started last month. They're publishing all of the building permits that are being pulled into county now. Found out, I teach at the high school, found out there's a 12,000 square foot cold storage facility going in across the street from me. Doesn't make sense at a boat factory, but don't know who's putting it in. But they've cleared the parcel and are getting ready to build a building there.
You said that's the paper that's doing that?
Yeah. It's on any, I saw it in E3 News.
Lily smiles.
Do you have to
What's
do
that?
that, Lily? Oh, what? Do you have to do that?
No, I'm not in charge of that. I do all the reporting on the Milford Town Council meetings. And
Right.
if you ever want to refer to anything that's been said about data centers or anything else that's happened in the Milford Town Council, then you can find all those articles on E3.
Yeah. That's a good job. When I get in.
You're going to have to dig for them.
Anything else before we adjourn?
Wanted to be heard, got heard. I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Being a motion made and seconded, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries.